Hello Tech World and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. If you enjoy videos on tech, gaming gear, and more, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a like as it helps the channel a ton. So I was recently gifted the MacBook Air with the M1 chip recently for my birthday, and here are my first impressions on whether I feel as though this laptop is worth it in 2023. Now, as a heads up, this is my first MacBook as I've always been a Windows user. To be honest, I'm surprised it's taken me this long to get my hands on a MacBook. Being a Windows user for so long has made the transition a little tricky, but it's definitely been worth it. Straight out of the box, you get the MacBook, a USB-C charging cable, as well as a 30-watt USB-C power adapter. Now, let's talk about specs of the MacBook Air with the M1 chip. As for the colors, the MacBook comes in 3 colors: silver, space gray, and gold. The MacBook color that I have, as you can see, is gold, but in my opinion, it's more of a rose gold or like rose bronze, I'd say. It's definitely not the color I was expecting, but I'm starting to get used to it. Let me know down in the comments which color you'd prefer. As for the screen size, the laptop comes with a screen size of 13.3 inches with a Retina display. The resolution of this display is 2560 by 1600 at 227 pixels per inch with support for millions of colors. It also comes with a peak brightness of 400 nits. The MacBook also comes with 2 Thunderbolt ports, Bluetooth 5.0, as well as Wi-Fi 6 capability. So the MacBook Air model that I got from Best Buy was the base model edition, which comes with, again, the M1 chip, 8 GB of memory, and 256 GB of storage. In my opinion, this might be fine for most people, but if you plan on doing a little bit more intensive work like photo editing or video editing, I'd advise at least getting 16 GB of RAM and increasing your SSD from 256 to 512. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still do some editing, but nothing too extreme. If you're looking for a laptop that is great for editing, I definitely suggest getting a MacBook Pro and skipping this laptop, as well as the M2 MacBook Air. They're not really meant for high intensity editing. Luckily for me, I do most of my video editing on my PC, so this isn't an issue. Now, when we talk about the cameras and speakers, as you can see, there are 2 speakers on the side of the laptop, and in my opinion, they sound pretty good. I have no complaints at all when it comes to the speakers. I'm able to watch anime, sports, or movies on this MacBook Air perfectly fine. I really enjoy playing music on this device when I am working or doing some type of research, but in all honesty, I usually have my AirPods in my ears at least 75% of the time when watching shows. As for the camera on this device, it's definitely not something to brag about. The camera comes with a 720p FaceTime HD camera, and as you can see, it's not that great, but it's definitely not a deal breaker. If the camera really matters to you and you're on a budget, then I'd suggest spending that additional $200 and getting the M2 MacBook Air, as it does come with some upgraded things, as they do have better speakers as well. So if you plan on doing a lot of FaceTimes or Zoom meetings, then I'd get the M2 MacBook Air. As for the battery, Apple states that if you're just browsing the web, you should get around 15 hours of battery life and up to 18 hours of movie playback. Now, I haven't taken the time to check this out myself, but I can tell you that the battery life has been great. It definitely lasts longer than my iPad Air 5, so I have 0 complaints when it comes to the battery. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. The MacBook Air M1 has been out since 2020, and we just entered 2023, so a lot of you are probably thinking that this computer is extremely slow or old, and it just probably can't keep up. If you're someone who's looking for a computer for either school or even work and don't plan on doing anything extreme on this computer, then I suggest you get this computer, especially since it's a powerful laptop at such a low price. Nowadays, you can find this computer anywhere for around $750 to $900, which is crazy. And as you know, Apple laptops tend to last a long time. For the most part, you can get a great 6-8 years out of an Apple laptop without any hitches. Again, I am in love with the form factor of this device, and the typing experience is incredible. So if you're one of those people, you should definitely consider getting this. I've honestly enjoyed every moment with this laptop and see myself using this for a long time. At this time, I really have no need to upgrade, as this laptop is still able to do everything that I needed to do and more. It's able to edit my videos as well as make my thumbnails for this channel. It's great for surfing the web and working on my YouTube scripts. You'd definitely be missing out if you don't grab this now, as I assume Apple probably won't be selling this laptop for much longer. If you've made it to the end, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.